Chapter 7 To Gather. Before the day the crowns burned through the sky, there was a young athlete named Roman who lived in a bustling city in New Zealand. Roman lived a humble life, being chased by local women and tourists alike. His dark hair, mixed with his burnt caramel skin paired with an athletic body, made him quite the charmer. Roman would entertain it sometimes, but more than anything, he focused on his professional soccer team. Together, they felt unstoppable, and on the day of March 3rd, 2022, nothing changed that. "Hey, Romano, pass it!" a teammate yells. Roman shoots past to play, jumping over his slide tackle. After a moment of chaos, Roman spirals and brings the ball back in his control. He makes it look like he is going to shoot, but last second passes it to his teammate. He smiles big and receives the pass and kicks it viciously into the goal before the goalie could so much as leap. A loud whistle indicates the score, and Roman and his team run back to their side of the field. "Thanks for the pass, Tina." "No problem. Keep your guard higher next time, and I will pass sooner, no?" The teammates laugh and they high-five and quickly get back to their positions on the field. An entourage of Reds orbit the sky above the massive field surrounded by the stadium. "How intriguing of a game," a raspy voice from within a crowd says. "Humans call it soccer," a nearby Green says to the voice. "Soccer? Explain the game to me, Green." "Yes, Master Talitroux. Soccer was officially made into a recognized sport in 1863, but likely has roots much further back than that. Two teams face off in a bout to score more collective points against the other team by shooting the ball through the opponent's net, often guarded by a player known as a goalie. They will use all parts of their bodies to deflect the opponent's ball from entering the net they protect. All other players can only use their feet. Intense battling of the ball can lead to damage to the shins. To supplement this, they wear shin guards. Sharp cleats keep them bound to the grass. Some humans have even died on the field. They can even use their heads. "How heavy is the ball?" Talletro asks. 14 to 16 ounces, depending on the PSI. "Even so, if it were kicked high enough. Humans really don't deserve their brains." "Yes, sire." I think I will watch this game to its completion." "Whatever for, sire?" "Well, I want to harbor into a human athlete. It will speed up my acclimation time by tenfold. I had this decided many years ago, so why not make a game of it?" "You want to make a game of your harboring?" "Do not think I am taking this lightly. No, I will harbor who scores the final point. They will be my host, the one who wins games. The race for all fatherhood is not so different. All of us working our hardest to be the winner." "You really think unlike any other leader." "A Green can judge but not lead. I think in times like these it is important to know one's place." "Even when he has a temper, he is like this," the Green thinks. Roman awaits the ball on the opponent's side of the field with wavering eyes, watching opponents and teammates alike to predict what may happen next and be ready to act. "Romano!" a voice yells. Roman looks up, adjusts his eyes to avoid the sun, and makes eye contact with the ball coming down like one of Monica's comets. In Roman's mind, time has stopped. He has practiced bicycle kicks since he was 8. He idolized his older cousin who could do it perfectly every time, but no goal had mattered more than this one. Not because of any important reason for Roman, but because if this score makes it, Roman's fate will be sealed. Talitroux's eyes burn with heat as he watches Roman do a perfect backflip, connecting with the ball, making it bend in half from the pressure as it shoots into the opponent's goal. Loud whistles start the eruption of cheering, but within an instant, 100 crowns begin to pelt the arena area. Some crash into neighboring houses, while some crash into the stands of the old stone coliseum, sending dirt and debris everywhere. One woman is killed by burning Miat's fluid that acted more like napalm than a living organism. Roman watches in horror, but notices a red light directly above himself. Roman begins to run. "Stay back," he screams. "Romano Pacravio, I appreciate your tenacity to run. I have been analyzing your top speed, though. I know your top speed more importantly. I know you won't even reach that top speed being so exhausted from the game. That bicycle kick can hurt your back as well. Here, little human, let me take the pain away." Talitroux's crown violently connects into Roman's head as he tumbles on the grass. What happened?" Roman says with a grumble. He tries to get up, but the crown's weight makes it harder. Roman tries to panic, but suddenly notices his chest feels like it's on fire, so he grips at it while gasping for a breath he can't take. He quickly passes out from the lack of oxygen. The crowd desperately tries to escape. Of the 100 that fell, 23 missed and caused explosions, 11 killed people directly and quickly became soldiers, 16 latched onto skulls and became greens, and the rest landed safe enough to stay hunters to look for better candidates and increase harboring chances. "Aye!" Roman screams as he suddenly plummets down a colorful chasm. The chasm is full of flames. The flames feel real to Roman, but it is just a trick of the mind brought by Talletro. Roman suddenly lands harshly on the chasm floor that is covered in bubbly magma. "What is this place? My feet, it burns." "Come to me, my host," a voice says from the darkness. The cave burns a bright orange, but the being is sitting in a corner of the darkness. Only its face can barely be illuminated. Hey, beast! Stay away! Why am I in hell? The hard part for you is over, little human. In fact, it really only gets harder for me from here out. But at least with you, I will finally have my power. Roman begins to pant as he looks for a potential place to run. You cannot run from here, Roman. Why? My feet! People try to escape their own minds all the time. Most haven't been harbored. What do you want from me? Roman yells with a raspy cry. What I will get from you is your body. With your body, I can finally be complete. When I leave this chamber and you stay behind, I will have full control of my new power. Powers, abilities, I do not understand. I'm an alien named Talitroux. I was given the order from our mighty late All-Father to harbor this planet with my brothers, where eventually we will need to duel each other for leaderhood. Once we reset your planet, a new All-Father will be chosen. This must be a dream. I never actually woke up and had my game yet. On the contrary, Roman, you mustn't sell yourself short. You performed excellently. It was a spectacular introduction to the human sport you call soccer. The way you moved with the ball was actually very impressive. This impression is why I ended up choosing you, human male. You chose me? Yes, I will answer all your questions if you do something for me. What do you need from me? Your body. My race is complete when we harbor a human. Some can live just off a body, but my type needs a brain. I just want you to submit without delay, so we can expedite the inevitable. The inevitable? What if I refuse? Then I will use my power to cook us both alive until you beg me to take the pain away. No, sadly, not even death is a choice for you. I will use this body with or without your approval. I do have sympathy for you, though. It is a shame it has to be this way. That cannot be true. You are saying my life is over? Not over. Your life will become mine. Like when a human gets sick and has to get a new heart from an organ donor. They often think the donor heart carries something of a footprint from the donor. What will become of me? Roman says through tears. I can work with you if you submit. Our brains can mesh quicker if you submit, too. If you have internal resistances, it causes us to have to use more fluid to subdue you, which slows the harboring. I don't want to die. I have a girlfriend, and my mom is sick. There is no place in our world for humans. I will make their deaths peaceful for you, and I will let you see through my eyes. This is awful, Roman says. I have not dosed your brain yet. I wanted my host to understand their fate. I feel a quick death is the worst thing that can happen to the living. You spend your whole life living just to simply die instantly. I thought you at least deserved for clarity. Dose me! This is worse than a quick death. Talletro stares and puts an ornate tub sloshing with blue fluid in front of the shivering Roman. Submerge yourself here. It begins after that. The shivering Roman looks around, first at the tub, and then the chasm he fell down. He quickly realizes that Talletro is not a liar and clearly would back up their threat. Void of hope, Roman climbs the side of the tub. It is 6,000 pounds with the fluid filled and is composed of beautiful ancient artworks that must be tied to the history of the Miats. This golden tub and chasm do not actually exist, but once a Miats' leader brain and the human brain combine through harboring, the chasm can be made to basically be a real place, where real pain can be felt. Roman pokes his head out from the icy fluid and speaks. Now what? He says with a shiver. Now it begins. Thank you for your obedience. You can talk to me if you ever want to. Suddenly, a tree of mechanics bursts from the tub. It slowly captures Roman, who desperately tries to pull from it. You cannot fight this, Roman. Submit to it. Roman screams as he is permanently bound to the mechanical tree that finishes growing with violent sparks everywhere. See through my eyes, Roman. Close yours and let us awaken. Through pain, Roman blinks and is suddenly back on the soccer field, but with no control of his body. Like watching a movie about yourself. Talletro walks through Roman's body towards a soccer ball in the field. A woman screams as she falls from a balcony on fire. Soccer, Kicked with the inside of the foot from the looks of it. Suddenly, Talitro's steps start to leave burning footprints as his leg bursts into hot flames. A small amount of blue fluid drains from his vial. Talitro's steps turn into a run as he kicks the ball with the burning foot. The kick instantly combines the ball, forming a soccer ball-sized star. With violent force, the ball shoots through the net, causing it to catch on fire. The ball continues through the arena, causing a massive hole into the side to form with a fiery rim. The star ball continues through until it crashes into a neighborhood, killing 3 families. It was a little to the left, Talitroux says, thinking the green who argued with him was still around. Oh, right. He's to be purged later through my body, through secretion, the other three fluid colors. I like this. I will adopt this into my fighting style. These star balls will be perfect. In fact, I think I will stay here until the others seek me out. 4 walls on each side and a hole in the side, perfect for practicing my shooting. I have already sent signals to the greens that landed with me to begin recruiting soldiers and more greens in the area. They will protect this area around me while I train and harness my power. Now, where are more balls? Talletro walks past a burning person and steps on their back. Let me put you out of your misery, human. You truly did not deserve this fate. The foot burns a hole through the back and lungs instantly. The man coughs up some ashes and he dies. All Father, I pray for your divine guidance. These fragile humans die so quickly, yet when combined with our DNA, we become so strong. I promise to not ever want. I promise to not ever betray your blessing. If I am not the chosen All Father to replace you, not that I could ever replace you, but if it were not to be me, I promise to obey truly until the time to reset the earth is here. I pray that you guide every step I take to this path, guide every star ball with precision that has never been seen before. I pray that I earn all fatherhood with my own power. Talitro eyes another ball. Bicycle kick is what your move was called. Your brain is subconsciously telling me. So you gotta pop it up first? Talitro pop kicks the ball high up, which at this point is now a raging star ball. A normal human couldn't be within 200 foot of one of these star balls. Talitro, whose legs are on fire, leaps and does a perfect backflip, connecting with the nuclear ball that shoots into the sky. It continues into orbit as it flies off somewhere into Earth's galaxy. What a powerful move. I will use this in combat. Talitro lands harshly and the flames dissipate with a shockwave. I will need to practice that move until I can do it with my eyes closed. I will spend every day I am here training and becoming strong enough to rival my brothers. I assume they underestimated me on the mothership. I chose isolation away from where they all landed, so I could have the time and distance to hone my property uninterrupted. Talitro looks around at the arena, full of flames, debris, rocks, and bodies. I guess my harboring made quite a mess. I will want to spruce the place up, and hopefully, I find where they keep the spare balls soon. Talitro works his way inside the building attached that was added on much later than this ancient coliseum turned into a soccer arena. He flicks a switch for the lights, but nothing happens. I wonder if one of the hunters destroyed the power here. Talitro uses a light on his crown to illuminate the room. He walks past an office, which leads into a locker room. He stops when he notices the toilet. Interesting. So you humans relieve yourselves here? Us Miats have no need to excrete anything unless we are crowned and need to purge cloned Miats. Since we are cloned and consciousnesses are shared, if a clone ever gets to a point where we need anything, the single cell will just die and live through its clones. However, when Miats integrate with crowns and rapid reproduction begins, when we choose a color, we have to excrete the other colors we don't choose. I guess now is a good time as any. Talitro sits atop the toilet and releases the gray fluid through his rectum and genitals. Thank you for dying for the cause, great Miats, Talitro says as he flushes the toilet. A woman who is hunkered behind a stall listens in horror as this all takes place. Talitro walks out and goes to wash his hands. What a world the humans are leaving us. I cannot wait to see what becomes of it when we reset it. Talitro leaves and the woman runs out crying in horror. Good, I made it out of there without being noticed, she thinks. What a strange female human. She can run forever, but she will never escape the reset. Talitro looks up at hunter crowns flying over him. I guess the others are busy. I better get started on my training. Talitro knocks over a massive container of balls and hundreds of them scatter the grass. Let me begin. Back to modern times, we see an immaculate arena, but the massive hole on the side of the arena gleams red with flames indicating it is frequently used. Hundreds of soccer balls riddle the field. Talitro shoots a ball through the center of the hole in the arena. Almost perfect, but it is still 1.12% too far to the right. I hate to say it, but Roman himself was a better shot than me. Roman writhes within the tree. Don't let it go to your head, Roman. I will improve. Talitro nears another flaming ball. I wonder how the others are faring, he says as he kicks the star ball into the sky. Meanwhile, Xemezian sits on a handmade wooden throne overlooking his now lava-covered compound where the luau formerly was. Master Xemezian, should I fetch you some more pineapple juice with coconut water? A trembling voice asks. Yes, but spritz some mango and lime juice in it, and serve it in a coconut with a straw. Less ice this time, Xemezian says, while lounged fully. Yes, sir. I will get on to it pronto. Is there anything else you need done? A weakened human slave asks. No, be quick, Xemezian says. It has been quiet ever since Xizor and Zafxen had their little scuffle. The fools. I hope they don't think I have time for such futile matches. Fight all you want, idiots. I will never give up my power or try to compete to keep it. Come here and I will kill you. Isn't that right, Zafxen? I am positive my message I left for you left you surprised. Maybe even in fear of sort. I meant what I said when I said that to you. Xemezian looks around the new island he created, Oblivion Island, the island of black holes and despair, still hot from the lava that flowed not long ago. No one will take this place from me. No human, no leader, no allfather. I will sit here pretty until a solar flare burns this planet up, and I will have no longer have a desire to be alive. As Xemezian looks up at the full moon, you can see clearly. I cannot believe it has been over a month since our invasion. The full moon returns. Suddenly, a small piece of moon bursts from the moon and plummets down. It flies over Xemezian towards the U.S. mainland. The others are busy, it seems. Meanwhile, Zafxen sits in a nearby forest in Monica and Xizor's compound with his head down. Stupid Xizor, go deal with that tyrant, and I hope you both die in the process. It won't matter, though. I have decided I will be the next Allfather, with or without your compliance. New fluid drips into the vial as Zafxen's crown is finally full on blue fluid again, after the intense fight with Xizor. Finally, my fluid is back. I will transport to Talletro instantly without delay, Zafxen says. Zafxen lifts a hand and focuses heavily. The far distance to teleport even proves to be a challenge for the mighty Zafxen. Using half his fluid, Zafxen instantly teleports inside of Talitro's arena, alerting him instantly. Meanwhile, Xizor stands on the factory roof looking down at the sleeping beast known as Yayan. We fly out soon, Monica. Are you ready?
As if. How can I be ready if you don't even know how to fly for sure? I am the opposite of ready.
It's not as if I've forgotten how to fly. I just never have flown and needed a little reminder, that's all.
You're not making me feel any better. Despite what you put me through already, I actually really hate heights.
Close your eyes, I won't drop us, Xizor says.
No. That will make it worse. Hurry up and call the comet down. Make sure it's big enough so I don't freaking fall at all.
Sure, Xizor lifts his hand. The comet burns through the atmosphere the size of a small car. Xizor looks up at it without hesitation.
Don't let up now, Xizor.
The comet nears at full speed and Monica screams.